What do guys do after breakup? Suffer, just like everyone else. After a breakup, guys usually go through the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, sad playlists, and gym memberships. Taken actual care of myself. I'm not even joking. After, especially the tough one, breakup, the best thing you can do is to calm down, do things you like, jump into new fandom, start new hobby, watch something you've always wanted to watch. And for God's sake, do not rush into moving on. Just trust me, I did it and ended up even worse than before. Breakups can be difficult and terrible at the beginning. You want to call or text them, you stalk their social media, some of us even rush into new relationships just to feel like they've moved on even though they definitely haven't. Very important thing is giving yourself space to work through your emotions, your feelings, allow yourself to suffer and give yourself time to mourn. You will be hurt, that's true, but trust me, nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, emotions and feelings including. You'll be fine, babe, trust me. Just please, let yourself feel. Just got out of a 14-year relationship like 8 HRs ago. I'm doing awesome, but there went my 20s. Delete Facebook, hit the gym, lawyer up. The golden formula. Fart freely. Get poor sleep for a month, eat crappy, ponder on the time wasted. Then eventually get back to semi-normality. Go back to masturbating frequently. Work all day to keep my mind busy. These days, the worst thing about breaking up is knowing that I'll have 6 months or so of feeling miserable before things get to normal. I know the pain and everything will pass, and it just feels like such a waste of time feeling it in the first place. That and the dreams, but you can't do anything about those. That's what I put my emotional turmoil into. Not her, not what I've lost, not what she might be doing now. I draw a bit thick impenetrable line under all that and just fixate on the healing process. Clean break and move onwards. You have to be ruthless with yourself in that respect. I keep my mind busy doing productive and rewarding things, writing, usually, and when the pain/anger/resentment comes on, take it out on the exercise bike. The whole process of breaking up and healing is like a mental discipline. The only way it becomes worth it is to come out the other side stronger or better in some way. And you will. First, I delete every social media, messages, pics, to avoid stimuli reminder. People-associated dopamine release is hell of a drug. Then, I express for myself what I won't miss about the relationship. What needs of mine weren't fulfilled? What was a source of pain during the relationship? Don't idealize the other person because he/she left you. Then, and that is crucial to grieve healthily, I sit with my emotions and try to not numb them in distractions 100% of the time. I let them pass through my entire body with zero resistance. This part is incredibly painful, maybe the hardest thing I've ever experienced in life. That is the part where you crumble, burst into tears, collapse at work or anywhere, anytime during the day. That's just brutal, but necessary. Bottling up the feelings would wound you even deeper. I allow myself to cry, to miss her, to be angry, to be disappointed. In the meantime, as I lost the we part, I focus on the me part. I connect with friends. I wonder what I like to really do, rediscover hobbies that I left on the side, try new things, travel. When I think about her, what she is doing, who she is seeing, I redirect my attention on me. How am I doing? Because, be honest, after a breakup, all you can do is speculate, and that's not a good thing to do. You won't have answers anymore, so let it go. Slowly, with setbacks, I collapse then rebuild myself. Good luck, fellas. Cry a lot, doom scroll, think about her, endlessly check her social media in case she's changed it to open instead of locked down, Try and look at her new boyfriend on Insta/FB, but his account is also locked down, pace around the house, have anxiety attacks, develop unhealthy coping mechanisms, become incredibly lonely and isolated, crave human interaction but also be terrified of it, start making plans and then canceling them, choose to stay at home instead of joining people going out, smoke so much weed you stop feeling anything no matter how much you smoke, try and move on and maintain no contact, but you still feel as though you can't go a day without talking to her because it will finally be the first day in 14 years you haven't spoken to her at some point, so you send little messages like the kids had a good day today or look at what % eldest % did lol, pace around the house some more, look at all the things that will be gone when she moves out of her friend's spare room and into her own place, try putting away some of her things but keep getting distracted, delete, after you've meticulously backed up, every single photo of you both together, or just her, unless it includes at least 60% child, or the focus isn't on her, she just happens to be in it, from the past 14 years so they stop appearing in your memories. Try and download dating apps only to find that you're not going to immediately find the next love of your life and that you keep comparing every single person you swipe onto her, delete them, download them again, delete them again, do this about twice a week, and then most of all keep on top of all of the housework so everyone thinks you're doing just fine and you're not secretly wishing that someone decides to drive into you on the highway because you can't help but feel completely replaced because she moved on within 6 months and the kids love him and they had pizza night for their first night with mom and that stupid Instagram story is what completely broke you. Anyone else, or is that just me lol? Stare at ceiling in the dark. Suffer and stalk her social media and cry in our bedrooms late at night while listening to sad music that reminds us of her and letting ourselves go and eat crap or go to the gym. Guys typically alternate between binge watching action movies and listening to sad songs like they're starring in their own dramatic movie montage. Then, they analyze the relationship like they're writing a thesis on what went wrong. And of course, there's the mandatory ice cream tub therapy. Probably go on Hinge and then cry themselves to sleep, then wake up and go to gym and do it again. Oh wait, that's me. We care. We care so much. Write down all the annoying or crappy things that they did, anything bad basically, no matter how small. In days/weeks to come you'll only remember the good things, and having a list to remind you of why it wasn't a perfect match will help you keep at least a little bit of perspective when you're reminiscing. That, and to give it a bit of time, and then get out there again, are all the advice I can give. Drink. Fiancé cheated on me after a 10-year relationship. Also, don't drink. As a hypocrite, I can say it doesn't help. Not a guy, but I have noticed they always start going really hard at the gym after. Can't lose when you gain, I guess. I cried and went to work the next day, and the days after that. After 3 days I felt it had gone out of my mind, and that the friends and co-workers I had were more important and better to me. After a few months, I couldn't remember the negatives, and remembering the positives hit me like a truck. Mope for way too long, on the periphery of becoming an incel, until one of the brothers slaps me, hands me a beer and we hit the town, and remember that life is short and brothers don't let brothers become sad sacks. Embrace physical pain instead of emotional. Go to the gym and lift until you can't anymore. Run until your lungs burn. Channel that suffering to make yourself better. Poop with the door open. The front door. Stalk her Instagram page, go to the gym. Masturbate. All the other stuff mentioned too, but, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. All the things the other guys said, plus trying to get back with your ex and failing. This is how I've had to deal with every single thing that has happened to me. I'm to the point where I don't even want people there for me. The shitty part of it is I feel so lonely though. I cry to myself under my blankets and feel this strong need for comfort, but there's no one in my life that can/will comfort me. When I'm done crying, I get up and go around people as if nothing happened. I don't want to bother them with my problems, or be looked at as this depressing/emotional person. I prefer to make jokes about every single thing and be silly around people. Also, sorry about what happened to you. That was really shitty of her to break up with you like that. Edit. So many typos. Last time I had a breakup, I did this. Hit the gym more often, took some nice pictures of myself and downloaded Tinder to put them there. It worked perfectly. Oh, and I started to spend more time with myself. Visiting sauna and barbershop more often. Cooked some nice food for myself, downloaded some good computer games and spent several evenings working in the gym, cooking, eating and playing games. Literally one of the best times of my life. Now, I have a new girlfriend and we do these things mostly together. It really depends on who broke up. In my case, the mother of my 2 kids broke up in less than 24 hours because she had an affair with her boss. Classic one. I had to recover for a while, friends, quality moments with the kids, stuff like that. Once I got better, sort of 6 to 7 months, I started dating apps, and it worked quite well for a year of fun. Then, unsuspectedly, I had a date with a very interesting woman, and almost 2 years later, we're still together. So, I guess it's a pretty classical journey, starting with just recovering and getting better. Just broke up with my girlfriend the other day. We cry just like anyone else. Depending on how much you actually love the person. It's very difficult. But things always get better over time. It's hard as a guy to get over a breakup, at least in my opinion. I had what I thought was a good relationship with the woman of my dreams for 7 years. Till it finally dawned on me that she only cared about herself and money, and I was too blind to all the red flags cause I really wanted the relationship. You have to keep yourself literally occupied at all times just to attempt to not think about the person. It depends on your age. When I was in my 20s, it was parties, after 25 it was books. Cry, hit the gym. Clean the house, hit the gym. Remove her from our social networks, hit the gym. Analyze what went wrong, hit the gym. Go out with your friends, hit the gym. Find a new hobby, hit the gym. Say it is what it is. When she broke up with him, as I often observed, engaged in finding another girlfriend ASAP to show his ex she is easily replaceable. Even marry the new one just to show the old one he loves her even more. Often no happy end of this relationship either. Go to therapy. Either hit the gym every day and get shredded, or be sad, eat terribly and get fat. Feel bad about it for a few months, try to distract myself with friends and going out, sleep in the middle of the bed, arrange things at home how I wanted, assuming I'm not leaving, and try to rebound as quick as possible. Also, a lot of self-reflecting. We go gym.